Moving on, the Chicago Bears beat the Green Bay Packers.
We did it.
For those of you that wanted the draft pick, I mean, look, what are we talking about here? 4 or 5 spots? That isn't that much. And if you did specifically want that draft pick and you wanted them to lose, I want you to comment in the YouTube channel below exactly what player did you want and detail why you wanted that specific player. Because you know what? It's a loser's mentality to just keep going for draft picks every single year. And to be very fair, I rooted for us to get the #1 pick. I rooted for the Houston Texans to get that #1 pick. I mean, I wanted all that to happen. But that time is over. The time is to win. We get a #1 pick with the #1 quarterback. Whether you like him or don't like him, whether you believe in him or not, we've done that thing already. Now the idea is to move forward and try and win as best as possible. And good for the Bears. It was good to see them hang in there. It was good to see them come back. It was good to see them give up a lead. Not so good to see that. But then Caleb Williams with 48 seconds leads his team down the field, something that he's done multiple times this year. And the Bears actually executed and cashed in and got themselves a victory. And I got a little something selfishly that I wanted. But I've been on it. I have a rookie checklist that I wanted to see from Caleb Williams. And I didn't care how I got it. And one of them was beat the Green Bay Packers. We got it. Not for some cheesy meatball, I'm a fan kind of way. But let's just set that narrative aside. Well, he never beat the Packers. Well, we can just put that silly little narrative aside. Mitch beat the Packers in 2018, had a hard time moving forward. Justin barely beat the Packers. I don't think he beat the Packers at all. He was winless against them. Narrative, set there. Caleb Williams did it, forget about it. The other one was winning a division road game. Something that's not easy to do, something that is a quest that every quarterback, especially in Chicago, has to go through to hopefully become a franchise quarterback. You have to start winning games against your division on the road. He got that done. The other one, too, as well, is he's had multiple times where he's actually led us down the field on game-winning drives. And those have turned into losses. And those losses have turned into some sort of fodder for people to say why Caleb Williams is a bust. I'm telling you, in sports, with these sliding doors, this stuff really matters. Because somebody that doesn't really pay attention to the game looks at the standings and goes, well, Caleb is a 5-12 quarterback. Why are Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels going to the playoffs and Caleb Williams isn't? Well, sliding doors. He's led them on multiple game-winning drives. They had that game in hand in Washington. He led them on a game-winning drive. He led them on a game-winning drive against Green Bay. He led them on a potential game-winning drive against the Indianapolis Colts. He brought them into overtime against the Minnesota Vikings. He had them in position to get a game-winning field goal against the Detroit Lions if Matt Eberflus knew how to use his timeouts. This isn't a woulda, coulda, shoulda, because they're losses at the end of the day, but it was good to see just in this moment Caleb Williams get himself an opportunity to say, hey, I got a game-winning drive under my belt. It was against Green Bay. It was in the division and on the road.